BalconyTV.
Hi and welcome to BalconyTV Berlin. My name is Natalie and we're on the terrace of the Com Backpackers Hostel in Kreuzberg. I'm next to William Must-Hunt from Estonia, formerly, now living in Berlin for 3 years, right? And you told me quite interesting story about what made you come to the city. Would you mind repeating it?
Yeah, sure. So I was in Barcelona 4 years ago, and I got mugged by 2 Eastern European guys in the subway, and they took everything I had, my money, my passport, my clothes even. And I thought, like, okay, I had a copy of my passport and a copy of my ticket, and I thought I'm gonna try my luck. And I went to Girona airport, and I went to the Ryanair counter, and I showed the lady there, who was a big fat lady with a mustache, you know, showed her my ticket and my copy of my passport. And she took the copy and she just crossed it out with a red marker and closed the shutter, like in a movie. And then I thought, like, okay, I'm stranded here, what should I do? I had no place to go, so I just went out from the airport and started hitchhiking. So I made my way to Berlin in 2 weeks, which usually takes people like 4 days or something. There's a lot of stuff happened in between. And I got to Berlin and I discovered that you don't need to have any money here. So I was living in Frankfurter Tor in a van with some girl, and she was feeding me coffee and croissants every day, and I thought, like, wow, I'm in paradise, you know, what else is there to life? So I decided to stay. Well, actually I left for a month and then I came back, and here I am now, 3 years.
Well, it's good that you got mugged then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you're playing a song that doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name, no. Because I find it really hard to title songs. Just because it's hard to summarize everything in one sentence. And I can't take any lines from choruses because I don't have any lines. So maybe in time I will have a title for this song. We'll see.
Okay. I think meanwhile you can just tell your story with the song, and I just leave you to your audience.
All right, we'll see how it works. When I turned 13, I wore a baseball cap to blend in the scene of stolen Russian cigarettes and music TV. I had a band with another weird kid from my street. Was my best friend. His dad was in the army in some fucked up country. We found his Playboy magazines and his Spanish wine. Well, he got pretty drunk and I got lost in space and time. 1999, in the middle of June, in a closed-off backyard, underneath the moon, I fell for a girl and I know she fell for me. Her parents got divorced and she left for New Orleans.
social worker, and everything I had was from the United Nations. Worn out leather jacket and a pair of old shoes. Dressed like a scarecrow, Kurt Cobain was my muse. My dad smoked like a chimney everywhere he was. Took him 3 strokes and the surgery to stop. Construction overseer in Moscow once a year. A heavy breathing middle-aged father figure I held dear. Their gentle spirit and their soft tone, the only real friends whom I have ever known. The way they sat me down and said it's okay, until they got divorced and I went on my way.
BalconyTV.